The wait is finally over. The biggest sporting event on the planet is back, and what a way to begin the FIFA World Cup. Under the bright lights, in front of a global audience of billions, South Africa and Mexico once again have the honour of opening football's greatest tournament. And if that match-up sounds familiar, it's because history is repeating itself. 16 years ago, these same two nations kicked off the 2010 FIFA World Cup in Johannesburg. On that unforgettable afternoon, Siphiwe Tshabalala scored one of the most iconic goals in World Cup history, before Rafael Marquez rescued a draw for Mexico in a thrilling 1-1 encounter. Now the story comes full circle. Back in 2010, South Africa were the hosts and Mexico were the visitors. This time, Mexico welcomed South Africa as co-hosts of the tournament, creating one of the most fascinating opening fixtures in World Cup history. Can Mexico make home advantage count and begin their campaign with a statement victory, or can South Africa produce another memorable opening night performance and shock the football world? Let's break it all down. Mexico's road to the opener. For Mexico, expectations are always enormous. The pressure of representing one of football's most passionate nations is intense enough. Add the responsibility of hosting the World Cup and the spotlight becomes even brighter. The Mexican fans expect excitement, attacking football, and above all, results. Leading the team is the experienced Javier Aguirre, a man who knows exactly what the World Cup demands. Remarkably, Aguirre was also Mexico's manager during that 2010 opener against South Africa, making this reunion even more extraordinary. Mexico arrived with confidence after enjoying considerable success in regional competitions over recent years. They possess a balanced squad filled with experience, technical quality, and players accustomed to performing under pressure. One player who will carry much of the attacking responsibility is veteran striker Raúl Jiménez. The experienced forward remains one of Mexico's most reliable goal threats and enters the tournament as one of the nation's most accomplished scorers. The challenge for Mexico will not be talent. The challenge will be managing expectations. Opening matches can be tricky. The nerves, the emotion, the anticipation, and the weight of an entire nation watching every touch can create unique pressure. Mexico know that a strong start could build momentum for the entire tournament. A poor result, however, would immediately invite questions. South Africa's return to the World Cup. For South Africa, this tournament represents something special. Bafana Bafana are back on football's biggest stage after years of absence. Their last World Cup appearance came in 2010 when they hosted the tournament. Since then, qualifying has often proven difficult, making this return all the more significant. Unlike some nations arriving with superstar-filled squads, South Africa enter the competition as a collective. They are organised, they are disciplined, and perhaps most importantly, they are united. Head coach Hugo Broos has built a team known for hard work, structure and resilience. Ahead of the match, Broos emphasised how important preparation has been, revealing that South Africa arrived early to adapt and study Mexico carefully. Broos understands exactly how important this opening game could be. In a tournament where momentum matters, a positive result against the hosts could completely transform South Africa's campaign. One key figure to watch is midfielder Teboho Mokoena. The midfield leader provides energy, intelligence and composure in possession. His ability to control the tempo could be crucial if South Africa hope to frustrate Mexico and create opportunities of their own. Up front, Lyle Foster brings pace and directness. The striker has the ability to stretch defences and punish teams on the counter-attack. South Africa may arrive as underdogs, but they are certainly not arriving simply to participate. The storylines. Every World Cup opener needs a compelling narrative. This match has several. The biggest, of course, is the connection to 2010. Few opening fixtures in World Cup history carry such a powerful sense of déjà vu. The same nations, another opening night, another global audience watching every moment unfold. For South African supporters, memories of Tshabalala's thunderbolt still bring goosebumps. That goal wasn't just a goal, it became a symbol of pride, celebration, and African football announcing itself to the world. For Mexican fans, the memory is slightly different. They remember surviving a difficult opener and fighting back through Rafael Marquez's equaliser. Now they want more. This time, they want victory. Another fascinating storyline is the atmosphere. Opening matches always produce a unique energy. The stadium will be packed. The emotions will be high. Every tackle, every shot, every save will feel magnified. The first whistle officially begins the World Cup journey for all 48 participating nations, making this fixture about much more than 3 points. Tactical battle. Let's talk tactics. Mexico are expected to dominate possession. Traditionally, Mexican teams thrive when controlling the ball, building attacks patiently and using their technical quality to create chances in dangerous areas. Expect Mexico to push forward through midfield and look to stretch South Africa's defensive shape. The fullbacks may play an important role, providing width and delivering service into the penalty area. South Africa, meanwhile, are likely to adopt a more compact structure. They understand the challenge they face. Against a technically gifted Mexican side playing in front of a passionate home crowd, defensive organisation will be essential. The key for South Africa will be discipline, maintaining shape, closing spaces, and taking advantage of transition opportunities. Counter-attacks could become their most dangerous weapon. If South Africa can absorb pressure and then break quickly through midfield, they may create problems for the Mexican defence. The midfield battle could ultimately decide the match. If Mexico control possession comfortably, they will generate chances. If South Africa can disrupt that rhythm, frustrate the hosts, and force mistakes, the game could become far more balanced. Players to watch. For Mexico, Raúl Jiménez. The experienced striker remains one of the most recognisable faces in the squad. His movement, leadership, and finishing ability make him a constant threat inside the penalty area. Watch also for Mexico's creative midfielders, whose ability to unlock defences could prove decisive against a compact South African setup. For South Africa, Teboho Mokoena. The midfielder's influence extends far beyond statistics. His ability to break up play, maintain possession, and launch attacks will be vital. And then there's Lyle Forster. If South Africa are to cause an upset, Forster's pace and finishing could play a major role. Key questions. Can Mexico handle the pressure of opening the tournament? Can South Africa repeat the fearless spirit they showed in 2010? Will the hosts dominate possession as expected, or will South Africa's organisation frustrate them? Can Mexico find an early goal and settle the nerves, or will the longer the match remains level, the more belief South Africa gain? These are the questions that make this fixture so compelling. So how do I see this match unfolding? Mexico enter as favourites for good reason. They possess greater tournament experience, more established international players, and the advantage of playing in front of a massive home crowd. However, opening matches are rarely straightforward. South Africa have already shown once before that they can rise to the occasion on football's biggest stage. They are organised, motivated, and capable of making life extremely difficult for opponents. Expect a cautious opening period. Neither side will want to make the first major mistake. As the game progresses, Mexico's quality should begin to create opportunities. But South Africa are likely to remain dangerous throughout, especially on the counter-attack. My prediction, Mexico 2-1 South Africa. A competitive match, a dramatic atmosphere, moments of tension, moments of brilliance, and ultimately a narrow victory for the hosts to begin their World Cup journey. Whatever happens, one thing is certain, the world will be watching. Two nations connected by World Cup history, two teams chasing a dream, one stadium, one opening night, and 90 minutes that will launch another unforgettable FIFA World Cup. Will Mexico deliver the perfect start in front of their home fans? Or will South Africa create another iconic opening chapter? Kickoff is almost here. The World Cup begins now. The script is written in a broadcaster/YouTube voice and should run approximately 12 to 15 minutes, depending on pacing and added graphics. Final prediction. Now it's time for the prediction. Mexico come into this match with several advantages. They have the stronger squad on paper, greater depth, more experience at major tournaments, and the incredible support of a passionate home crowd. The atmosphere inside the stadium will be electric, and that energy could give Mexico an extra boost, especially during difficult moments. South Africa, however, should not be underestimated. Bafana Bafana have shown throughout their journey that they are a disciplined and well-organised side. They are capable of frustrating opponents, defending compactly, and striking quickly on the counter-attack. Their players will be highly motivated, knowing that a positive result in the opening game could transform their entire World Cup campaign. I expect South Africa to start cautiously and look to stay compact defensively. Mexico will likely dominate possession and create the majority of the chances. But breaking down South Africa's defensive structure may not be easy. The longer the match remains level, the more confidence South Africa will gain. The opening stages could be tense, with both teams feeling the pressure and excitement of kicking off the World Cup. But as the game progresses, Mexico's quality in attack should begin to shine through. I can see South Africa making the game competitive and even finding the back of the net, but Mexico's experience and home advantage may ultimately prove decisive. My predicted score? Mexico 2-1 South Africa. First goal scorer prediction, Raul Jimenez. Player of the match prediction, Raul Jimenez. Upset probability, 30%. Draw probability, 25%. Mexico win probability, 45%. South Africa will make it difficult, but I believe Mexico will edge a closely fought contest and begin their World Cup campaign with an important victory in front of their supporters. Prediction, Mexico 2-1 South Africa.